Welcome to today's news discussion. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Sean. We'll be covering some of the biggest stories from around the world.
Let's start with a story about St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Can you tell us a bit about what St. Jude is known for, Sean?
St. Jude is a pediatric cancer research center. It's renowned for its work in treating and researching childhood cancers. They've made significant advancements in this area.
That's right. St. Jude is particularly notable for its commitment to families, as they don't charge families for treatment, travel, or lodging. How does St. Jude manage to fund its operations and research?
From what I understand, St. Jude relies heavily on donations and fundraising efforts. They have various campaigns and partnerships that help support their work.
Exactly. The hospital is funded largely through charitable donations. They also have a strong focus on research and have contributed significantly to the understanding and treatment of pediatric cancers.
One thing that stands out about St. Jude is their role in advancing medical research. They've been at the forefront of developing new treatments and therapies for childhood cancers.
That's a great point. St. Jude's research has led to significant improvements in survival rates for children with cancer. Their work is not just about treatment, but also about understanding the underlying causes of these diseases.
So, what's the current focus of their research efforts? Are there any specific areas they're looking into?
According to recent updates, St. Jude is continuing to explore new frontiers in immunotherapy and targeted therapy. They're also working on understanding the genetic factors that contribute to childhood cancers.
That ties into the broader trend in cancer research, where there's a growing emphasis on personalized medicine and genetic profiling.
Right, and St. Jude is a leader in that space. Their work is helping to pave the way for more effective and less invasive treatments for children with cancer.
Shifting gears, let's talk about the severe weather hitting China's eastern coast. Typhoon Dolphin made landfall recently, causing significant disruptions.
Yes, the reports indicate that Typhoon Dolphin brought strong winds and heavy rainfall to the region. The storm made landfall between Sanmen in Zhejiang province and Fuding in Fujian province.
The impact was substantial, with hundreds of flights grounded due to the weather conditions. How many people were evacuated because of the typhoon?
The numbers I've seen suggest that around 1 million people were evacuated from the affected areas. The authorities took significant precautions to ensure public safety.
That's a massive evacuation effort. Were there any reports of major damage or casualties?
The initial reports indicate that while there was significant disruption, the full extent of the damage is still being assessed. The typhoon brought torrential rain and storms that flooded streets in cities like Shanghai.
So the effects of the typhoon were felt beyond just the immediate landfall area. The broader region was impacted by the severe weather.
Exactly. The storm's influence extended into several provinces, causing widespread disruptions. The maximum sustained winds near the typhoon's center were around 151 kilometers per hour when it made landfall.
That's a significant wind speed. I'm sure the local infrastructure was put to the test. Have there been any updates on the recovery efforts?
The report suggests that the authorities are working to restore normalcy in the affected areas. The focus is on clearing debris, restoring power, and providing support to those displaced.
It's interesting to note how different regions respond to natural disasters. China's response to Typhoon Dolphin will likely be studied as an example of disaster management.
Absolutely. The effectiveness of the evacuation efforts and the subsequent response will be crucial in minimizing the long-term impact on the affected communities.
As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that both St. Jude's work in pediatric cancer research and China's response to Typhoon Dolphin are significant stories with far-reaching implications.
That's all for today. Thank you for joining us.
Goodbye, and we'll see you later.